Hi there, everybody. It's Jo here, and I've got a train due in about 10 minutes. And Phil and Charlie have gone for their daily walk, so I'm going to try and keep this really short, she says. In today's video, we're going to talk about perfectionism because sometimes some people actually feel as if they're trapped by their own perfectionism. And also, what happens sometimes without people realizing is that those who lack motivation to get going, and those people that almost put their head in the sand like an ostrich, it's because they fear that their work will not be at a high enough standard. So instead of them even trying, they don't try at all. But for those people that do know that they're perfectionists, the one question that I'd like you to kind of consider is, who are you trying to prove your worth to? Who are you trying to achieve these standards for? And I think sometimes that's a really, really hard thing because you're sometimes so desperate for a challenge, some of you, that you'll always be setting the goal for something. But the saddest thing is that no matter, how you achieve it and what the outcome might be, you move on to the next goal. You move on to the next challenge. And you never soak up that triumph of actually, I was predicted a D in that and I managed to pull off a B. And actually, do you know what? Well done. And I think that's what's sometimes really sad, is that you don't stop to appreciate those little things that you achieved. You achieved. And that's hard sometimes. And I think that, with failure, it's going to happen in life. It's going to happen, I'm afraid. But what will happen, and this is the best thing, is when it does happen, you will realize that the sky won't fall. The world won't end. And if you can do one thing from failing, if you want to call it that, and if you can learn from it so next time there's a sense of, okay, maybe I can avoid that, or in a sense of, oh, at least I know what to do, then at least learn from it. So actually, we never make mistakes. We just learn from it. And whether that's a friendship where, maybe we're in a relationship where we, was treated so poorly, and you feel as if, oh gosh, why did I, make the mistake with staying friends with them or staying in the relationship? No. What you've learned is actually what your standards are for the way that you should be treated in life, and realizing the way that you shouldn't be treated in life. So with perfectionism, I would like you to make a list of what it is for you to achieve your standards. Is it from having your school books looking nice and smart, tidy, pretty notes? Is it from your revision cards, your mind maps, just looking bold and to such a high standard that you'll be proud of them? Is it from when you complete a piece of work that for you personally you need to check it countless times because you need to make sure that it is perfect? Whatever it is, make that list of your standards. And then imagine that list as 100%. And what I challenge you to do is to reduce that by 10%. So if you make a mistake in your book or in your notes or in your revision cards, to cross it out. You don't need to grab the Tipp-Ex, cross it out. If you've completed a piece of work, to trust yourself and read it once, twice max. Trust yourself. Making sure that you realize that you're doing the best that you can. And whilst you're doing that, you need to live that life. That's really important. And consider that ability to just put down that need for you to control things, the need for everything to be perfect, and to actually surrender every now and then. And to do that is to give yourself time, whether it's watching a TV program. I'd like to say a film, but that might be too long for you. Whether that's you putting your phone on aeroplane mode and just going and sitting out in the garden. Whatever it is I just want you to at least be you. And you might cringe at this because some of you don't like doing this, I know, if it means you actually putting your hands up and actually saying, I need help. can you help me with this piece of work? Or emailing your teacher or contacting your teacher saying, I don't get it. Because that's what they're there for. They're there to help you. And I think that it's just realizing that you can only do so much. And if you're doing that, if you're trying to achieve such perfectionism, give yourself a break. You deserve it. You deserve it. I had one of my sixth form kids once. Their life was taken over by perfectionism. And we realised that we needed to have a challenge. So we both spoke about one of those 5K, I think it's a muddy run. It's for cancer research. There's quite a few out there, but it was the 5K one. And she signed up to it knowing that she was going to get dirty and messy, knowing that she'd need people's help to help pull them up and things like that, and that she was going to fall over possibly and look an idiot. And she did it, and she loved it, and she said how much fun it was, and that she signed up for another one. So just bear in mind that you are you, and all you can do is as much as you can to look after yourself. And to do that, you need to take that control away from perfectionism and just take it to having good standards, but also living your life. So yeah. Before I go, I always like to signpost and let you know what support's out there. There's a great website called Own It. It's with the BBC, and that's all about mental health and emotional well-being. It's fantastic. And don't forget that you've still got Childline, you've got Samaritans for you older ones, Shout UK, that free text service. So please don't struggle alone. Please don't struggle alone. It makes your life so much harder. And sometimes, do you know what? Life is already hard enough, isn't it? So don't make it any harder. Anyway, I'm going to go. 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. That's not bad. Look after yourselves, guys, and I look forward to doing a video next week. Take care. Bye.